Hey everybody, I'm Pam Evans. I'm a Forsyth County resident, and I'm here today with Elaine Padgett, who is running for the Forsyth County Board of Education seat that comes up in November. Elaine, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to run.
Thank you, Pam, for shining light on this race. Good schools have mattered so much to my family. I've always been interested in being a good neighbor and serving my community. I've lived in Forsyth County for over 19 years, raised 3 kids here, 17 years in the school system. My youngest is still in the school system. And I want to see the school stay true to their goals of building up our kids and getting them ready for an uncertain global world.
Can you tell me a little bit about your qualifications?
I have a background as a registered nurse, and I've started 2 successful businesses here in Forsyth County with my husband David. I have an MBA with an emphasis in finance. I have the skills to help our schools be the best they can be. I've seen the attacks aimed at schools and teachers, and I don't think that's good for our community. I'm unapologetically a pro-public school candidate.
Elaine, what do you think more people should know about the Board of Education?
The Board of Education helps shape district policies and really sets the tone for the district. The board hires a superintendent and oversees a superintendent, and I think more people should know what a huge job the superintendent has. I support Dr. Bearden. He has navigated us through COVID and really cares about supporting our kids and families. He's essentially the CEO of the largest employer in Forsyth County. Good superintendents are hard to find, and I would be wary of anyone that suggests otherwise. A well-run school district attracts and retains the talented teachers and staff that we need.
Elaine, what issues do you plan on focusing on?
On a high level, I plan to work on how we engage with one another. We can disagree without being disagreeable. I've watched board meetings here and elsewhere across the country become proxy battlegrounds for the culture wars. These deliberate attacks on our all-Republican school board are absurd and politically motivated. I propose we develop a community code of conduct to address these. The school board should not be a partisan entity, and I am not a partisan candidate. The vast majority of our parents and community members act respectfully and in good faith. However, the few who don't have been louder and more problematic recently. I will not cede the space to loud agitators. Board members, school staff, community members, all deserve to be treated respectfully. We can define that better, and improve district morale attracts the kind of teachers and staff we really want, and that's a leading issue for me. We need qualified staff members that are supported, respected, and fairly compensated.
Elaine, what would you say differentiates you from your opponent?
Well, I think Mike Valdez and I both recognize the significance of this race. Local races never command the kind of attention the national races do, but they really matter a lot. We have both been campaigning hard. As a Democrat, really as a centrist in a traditionally Republican area, I'm definitely the underdog in this race. I don't have the established party structures and funding in place that my well-connected opponent has. However, I've heard a lot of positive feedback from Republicans who plan to vote for me. Most voters here are independent-minded and vote for the person, not the party.
Can you expand a little bit more on that?
Well, I have a long history in Forsyth County, and living here, I enjoy productive conversations with both Democrats and Republican neighbors. I don't do echo chambers. My opponent deletes and blocks respectful disagreement and even blocks current board members on social media. He blocked me preemptively. So how will he be able to work with people he's shut out or even disparaged? People tell me they are worried my opponent doesn't have the temperament to interact with people he does not align with. I mean, that's significant. I also invite the media to compare my background to my opponent's. I have a spotless financial record and no affiliation to special or outside interest groups.
Elaine, what would you enjoy most about being on the board?
Doing work that matters so much to so many. It's exciting. Education is hope, it's possibility. Being a part of the Forsyth team that builds opportunities for our young people energizes me. And I would be very honored to be on the board.
Thanks, Elaine. I appreciate your time. Best of luck in this race. And to the people of Forsyth County, I remind you all to please vote. Early voting has started and Election Day is November 8th. Thanks again, Elaine.
Thank you, Pam.